up a check, try and run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Football Team. The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. Gibson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 48-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, 58, right there. Come.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57, Mike 57.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
At their own 15-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll set up to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Brought him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 29, Bridgewater to the right side and complete to Thomas. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
By the Panthers.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
With the carry
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 31, 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
56 from Mark, 56. Check 56.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 31 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
57.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here's Tress Way now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
On the handoff.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Trying to power it in with Arma.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down, Panthers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First down.
McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
27-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10.
You go tight. You got tight.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
58, boys, 58, Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 50. Check 50.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Michael Palardy now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They run the counter. Gibson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Soft through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Deron Payne, the big deep tackle there to make the stop.
And 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 56 to Mike. 56.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
On the option, Bridgewater calling his own number.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brought down by Cole Holcomb. No.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
On first down, it's Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On play action, Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Washington.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. With Booker, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.